When I was born, my parents lived at 1406 West Juneau Avenue in Milwaukee. 3 years later, they bought a home on the corner of 11th and Ring. Inside, there were 2 levels, and I remember there was a balcony and a stairway that descended to the living room. My sister Barbara came down those stairs on her wedding day, and she and her husband Henry lived with us for a short time. It wasn't long after that when my father decided that a duplex would be a good investment, so we traded up. The new house was at 3156 North 10th, just around the corner. And I remember helping move. I pulled my radio flyer wagon around the corner and down the block, hauling small boxes past Robert M. La Follette Elementary School to our new house. The year was 1956, and I was 5 years old. I started kindergarten at that school. For a while, the neighborhood was mixed, but as an adult, I now know that blacks had trouble buying homes there until the early 50s. It seemed that Germans and Polish families were in the majority, and there were some Jews, and finally Negroes. In fact, up until the last couple decades, there were some neighborhood covenants on the east side of town that said homes could not be sold to Negroes. Back then, I remember the houses seemed well cared for, and it felt like every other home had a fruit tree or rhubarb growing in the yard. Our yard had a large lilac bush, and today the smell of lilac still brings back happy memories. Our house had a white picket fence around the backyard, and every house on the block had a front porch. That's where it seemed everyone's grandmother kept watch. Those old ladies knew the name of every child. Looking back, it seems like every family knew each other because so many came up from Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, or Mississippi. I didn't realize it then, but my parents were part of the Great Migration, and I'm only 3 generations out of slavery. Nor had I realized that 3 of my relatives had been lynched. Uncles Jim and Jack Ware in Arkansas, and a cousin, Jesse Mixon, in Texas. Our home was only a few blocks from the once famous Borchert Field, a neighborhood park that was home to the original Milwaukee Brewers until 1952. The park and hundreds of other homes was taken by eminent domain, and today Interstate I-43 divides the city. As an adult, I realized that the homes I've built and places I've lived don't compare to the foundation that was my old neighborhood. Today, I'm rejoicing as I see signs of rejuvenation. Those old homes built in the 30s and 40s still have good bones, and there are signs that a few young folks are willing to renovate and live in what was once a comfortable place. It's still a food desert, and the city has much infrastructure to restore, but with attention, Milwaukee Bronzeville can be a good place to call home again.